As players move into those locations, they're going to experience the lawless zone. That means they're going to be flagged for PvP, and they're going to be hunting the highest level monsters in the alpha phases in these outward lawless zones that will drop unique materials that are related to enchantment for weapons. All of the end game kind of loops that will be present during the different alpha phases will exist within these lawless territories.
That was a clip of Steven Sharif from the Alpha 2 AMA stream detailing what lawless zones are, how they operate, and the content contained within them. And if you've been an MMO player for a while, that should have raised a red flag in your mind. And it's not just me. If you know anything about me, I'm one of the biggest supporters of this project, but it's the community as a whole, it seems like. Usually after an Intrepid livestream, the community is pretty amicable towards them, but if you head over to the Ashes of Creation forums, you'll see quite a few posts of people who are unhappy about what they heard regarding the lawless zones and the content contained within them. This was the first example that popped into my mind when I heard Steven describing how the lawless zones work in Ashes of Creation, because they are almost an exact replica of this. This is the Revenant Caves from old school RuneScape.
Trav, what are some MMOs or games in general you kind of draw inspiration from?
There are so many, I would have to narrow that down to, yeah, that was really the game, I think, that really, well, that and RuneScape. If you qualify RuneScape as an MMO, that one as well.
And they're located in an area of the map called the Wilderness, which is a PvP exclusive zone. If we head to the surface on the world map and go all the way north, here's the Wilderness. It's a PvP exclusive area, and as a general theme for this area, it is high risk, high reward, and that holds especially true inside of these caves. These monsters, some of them like this, are very, very late game, but there's also some easier ones to kill in here, and they still offer you very, very good loot. Killing monsters in this cave will give you some of the highest gold per hour in the entire game, and that is essentially what Steven was talking about with the lawless zones. Killing monsters in the lawless zone will give you some of the best weapon enchantments in the game, and other pieces of gear, he said, as well as caravan runs to the lawless zone will give you the highest return on your investment. But this cave has one major flaw, that it can be held down by a clan if they're big enough. Well, not anymore considering it's been patched, as it was such an issue, it plagued this game for so many years. There was a clan called Reign of Terror, and back in the day, if you wanted to kill monsters in here, you would have to pay them an ungodly amount of money for daily protection, as they terrorized every single world 24/7. Since then, the cave has been reverted to single combat only, so only one person can attack you at a time. I know this is something Ashes of Creation is not planning on doing, and nor do I think they should. Instead, what I'm proposing is that they consider reworking the lawless zones such that they don't offer any of the best gear in the game. They can offer competitive gold per hour, but understand that clans are very clever and very fast to lock down areas when they grow big enough and see the opportunity to do so. They will always abuse their power. And for those of you thinking, well, this guy probably doesn't play enough RuneScape to have a valid opinion on the subject, here's my old school RuneScape account, fully maxed out, golden decorative armor, and a quiver max cape. And here is my RS3 account, fully maxed out as well with multiple 120s and a Zut cape for each combat style. And a major difference between Ashes of Creation and RuneScape is that if there's a clan holding down a PvP zone, or too many people in the area, you can always use the world switcher to go to a carbon copy of the same world, but perhaps with a lower population. The same will not be true in Ashes of Creation. There is one realm, the realm that you choose, and that is all that you get. If that is held down, you're just out of luck, man. My problem with Steven is the verbiage he was using during the AMA. He said all, yes, all of the highest level mobs in the Alpha 2 test will be located within the lawless zones. Every single one of them. As well as initially he said all of the endgame loops, but later corrected himself to say not all, but most of the endgame loops will be in this zone. I don't think that's a smart idea at all. I think it's a slippery slope, and I think he's banking too much on the goodwill of the community personally. It can turn very sour very fast. We saw in a previous clip that Trad, one of the Intrepid developers, played this game quite a bit, and anyone who's played this game knows about this place. This was a terrorist hotspot for so many years on this game. So I hope if an Intrepid dev sees this, they don't take this the wrong way. Simply reconsider the lawless zones, and maybe, just maybe, don't put any of the endgame loops there, or any endgame weapon enchantments or pieces of gear. and perhaps consider just keeping them competitive gold per hour for caravan runs. I think that's more than fair. If you want to make a little money, sure, go take a risk, but don't give people the best gear in the game, especially when a clan can hold it down. There's literally nothing you can do except join the clan if they become big enough. So thank you very much for watching, and if you've not yet made an account on Ashes of Creation, consider using my referral link in the description down below to sign up. Though I criticize the game, I do it from a place of love, and I am genuinely more excited for this game than any other game released in my lifetime. And also, please do leave a like and subscribe before you head out. And also let me know in the comments if you think I'm overreacting to the Lawless Zone news. I just think there's a little bit too much going on in there. See you guys in the next video.